When we talk to our clients, there is often a lot of, I won't call it shame, but a confusion as to why I'm looking at all these things people are supposed to be doing financially and I'm not doing those, right? The
Hmm.
person who sits in the cubicle or the office next to me is able to do this and I'm not able to do it. Or I look online about where I'm supposed to be financially and I'm not there. Of the people that I follow, you seem to be very confident with ignoring what other people are using as a metric. What gives you that confidence, and what would you say to a person who is really trying to establish something, but they can't follow the traditional path?
I'm not confident. I am bulking myself up and appearing to be confident so I can stick with a path that serves me well. So being an adult is a lot like being in high school, except there's money involved. And so in high school, they make you feel bad that you're not at the table with the cool kids. And they make you feel bad that you're not playing varsity this or varsity that. They make you feel bad if you didn't get into a famous college. Well, all of that is another definition of culture, of establishing what is, right? What are things like around here? People like us do things like this. That when I walk by a bunch of teenagers who all know the lyrics to some song I've never heard in my life, I feel left out because that's what drives culture forward. And the same way you learned in high school, just because the cool kids want you to smoke cigarettes doesn't mean you should, because now you're going to sign up for an expensive lifetime of addiction and death. There's all these other things in the world. Like, you know what? You're never going to be as superficially as attractive as somebody on TikTok. Okay, that's true. Don't go have plastic surgery. Just stop buying into what they're selling you and surround yourself instead with stories and with feedback loops that push you to become who you want to be, not who the system wants you to be. And, you know, if everyone, I was in the parking lot the other day and this woman said to her friend, "Great news. I made my last car payment, so I get to buy a new car next week." Well, no, that's not what that means. What it means is now you own your car and you get to drive it for free for as long as possible and put the car payments in the bank so that you can have freedom. But you know what the bank and the car company wants you to do? Go buy a new car next week. But don't buy a new car because they want you to. Don't buy a new car because their ads push your friends to push you. Buy a new car when it's the single best way for you to use your savings. And if you have a 4-year-old car that runs great, it's probably not the single best way for you to use your savings.
You're speaking my language, because there is no expense I hate more than a car note.